To build a cathedral, civilization assessment, final stage. This presentation explores the High Middle Ages through Maurice de Chartres, a fictional architect whose life shows how work, culture, and politics shaped medieval France. Maurice lived in France between 1000 and 1300 CE during the High Middle Ages. This was a time of economic expansion, population growth, and cultural creativity. Towns and trade flourished, and Gothic cathedrals rose as symbols of faith and community. Number 1. Work. Maurice's work was designing and building as one of the architects of Chartres Cathedral Notre Dame. He was responsible for planning and supervising construction. His income came through commissions from bishops and guilds who funded the production of the cathedral. His position included organizing masons, carpenters, and artisans. The economy, the agricultural revolution, and revived trade created the surplus wealth that funded monumental projects like this one. Number 2. Create. The cultural side of Maurice's world was defined by Gothic art and architecture. Cathedrals, stained glass, and illuminated manuscripts surrounded him, shaping his vision of scholarship and artistry. Notre Dame de Chartres, built between 1194 and 1250, was Maurice's greatest achievement. Famous for its stained glass and twin spires, Mapping Gothic describes it as a masterpiece of harmony and proportion. For Maurice, Chartres embodied the union of faith, knowledge, and art. Number 3. Rule. Politically, France was ruled by kings and bishops. The church and crown ruled together. Power was decentralized but gradually consolidating into stronger states. Bishops provided spiritual authority, while kings offered political support. This partnership reinforced the unity of religion and monarchy, and Maurice's livelihood depended on their patronage. What does Maurice, artist who worked on the Chartres Cathedral, have in common with other intellectuals, scientists, philosophers, religious figures, artists, and writers across history? Stage 1 viewed intellectuals from 3000 to 500 BCE. Their focus was philosophy, science, and religion. Stage 2 followed Yusuf ibn Harun, living between 500 BCE to 500 CE during the Islamic Golden Age. He had a career as a translator, astronomer, and physician. Finally, Stage 3 follows our Maurice de Chartres, living between the years of 500 to 1500 CE. His work blended theology, geometry, and artistry into a complete project. What connects all of them is their dependence on patronage and their role as creatives. Stage 1 intellectuals relied on kings and priests. Stage 2's Yusuf ibn Harun on caliphs and wealthy patrons, and Stage 3's Maurice de Chartres on bishops and guilds. Ruling systems shaped them differently. Kings and priests tied thought to religion, caliphs encouraged scholarship within Islamic law, and church and crown used architecture to display both faith and royal power. Maurice de Chartres represents the intellectuals of the High Middle Ages. His work, his cultural environment, and his dependence on church and crown show how medieval society functioned. Comparing him to earlier characters reveals both continuity and change. Intellectuals always matter, but their expression evolves. To build a cathedral was to build knowledge, faith, and civilization itself.